Yeah, yeah. This one called Time. Mm.
Yo, what's up, fam? How y'all doing out there? From the one to the two, what it is, what it do, you know, everything we like to say. When I say we, you know who I mean. But y'all, what's up? It's been forever. I'm sure you have three main questions right now. Where you been? Where's that beautiful woman that was beside you in your last reaction videos from 2 years ago? And also, what the hell does Balagadu mean? And let me tell you first, three very important questions. But what I want you to do right now, take those three questions, throw them out the window because they don't matter. All that matters right now is that we are here. We are blessed to be alive. It's another beautiful day. And one thing I will explain is it's been a minute since I made reactions. I've taken a hiatus, per se, just because when I used to do the reactions, it turned into something else. It turned from me wanting to just talk about music to me trying to make the perfect video, me trying to get the perfect clip, me trying to make sure I get captions in there, get the right background music. It was just a job. I was putting in way too much work than what I wanted to originally be done. And I watch reactors and I watch and I envy their simpleness of just playing the music and talking about it. So, with all that said, I just want to get back to what the music is. So, let's do that. Today we got Contradictions by Coast Contra. This is one of my favorite groups by far. And also, if the goddamn title didn't tell you, this is not a reaction. This is going to be more of a review and a conversation that this song itself provokes and promotes. I don't know which word to choose. We'll just go. Um, Post Contra is a group that I listen to regularly. They're all very skilled. Mr. Eric Jamal, Rio Los the Goat, Taj and Roz, the two twins. I'm not going to go into their whole backstory. We're just going to talk about this one song right here, and then further conversation breeds that, then we'll go into that. But for now, let's just talk about this. Post Contra, a very intelligent group, song called Contradiction. Already is a bar because they're Coast Contra, obviously. Contra, it means contradiction, something that's opposite. And for the song to be called Contradiction, they're just going to be talking about things that are opposite. So I'm not going to go into further explaining until we hear what's going on. So let's do this, y'all. Let's conjure you up.
Have you ever been a rich nigga? Nah, not me. I got just enough to tell myself God got me. Chose to take a leap of faith instead of living on the edge. Find comfort knowing God gon' come through in the end. It keep me humble. Keep me.
Okay. So, disclaimer for anybody who just started, maybe you skip forward to see where the music starts. This is going to be a lot of pausing. We're going to talk about what the hell these men are saying. Not everything, but everything that I connect with myself, we're definitely going to talk about. So, he already said, have you ever been a rich nigga? Nah, not me. I got just enough to tell myself God got me. And that is the first two lines of the song. And with those two lines, he has already done is placed himself at a mental stability higher than so many people. Because who is out here worrying about, I'm not rich, I don't have this, I don't have enough? When all you need to be saying is, are my bills paid? Am I happy? Can I go visit my family? And if you can answer those questions with confidence and a satisfying answer, then that's enough. And if you can do that, you've already proven that you deserve to have more. Because there's too many people that are at the top and all they're worried about is more. There's no reason why we have this 1% just common knowledge. Everybody knows 1% of humans in everywhere, just humans. 1% has more money than everybody else. You know how dumb that is? And you know what that shows? That just shows people who have money only care about more. They don't care about bringing up and empowering other people of smaller backgrounds or smaller come ups. All they want is more. But if they were able to just say, I got just enough to say God got me, then they wouldn't care about all these extra millions and the world would just be a more stable place. He also said, I chose to take a leap of faith instead of living on the edge, find comfort knowing God gonna come through in the end and keep me humble. What more can I say there? That just shows another strong mental note. If you like, if you heard somebody say that, how in the hell are you ever, how are you ever going to do anything to deter him? He knows what he needs and he knows what he wants, and he has a reliable backup source to question his findings. He's learning. He has God for him. Everybody has different things. We all have different beliefs. I'm not going to get into my own specific belief, but I will say I believe in a higher source of intelligence. And if you have something of good morals and background that can keep you grounded, then you have the recipe for success, my man. Recipe for keep it going.
Me grounded even when I stumble, keep me human knowing I need help whenever I'm in trouble. But I'll confess, want shit to change. Want the 88 Benz with grain switching lanes. Pick up every tab, flying first class on planes. Get my family shit they never had. Buy my wife her first Chanel bag. She think I'm next to be a rich nigga.
Beautiful. I want to talk more about that. So he just said, firstly he said, I have just enough money. I'm not rich, but I have enough to say that God got me. And then he went on to say, I'm going to confess something. I want shit to change. So that's already the first contradiction. Shout out to the title. Because he's saying, I have enough, but honestly, I have enough to say I have enough. But honestly, I do want shit to change. I want to be able to pick up every tab flying first class. Who doesn't want that? I want to be able to give my family shit they never had. I want to buy my wife her first Chanel bag. These are all just monetized things that you can bring people. And yeah, it's money, but it's more about the vibe of what he's doing, you know? He wants the 88 Benz wood grains. He just wants the car that he wants. He's not saying I want $1 million so I can do it. I just want the car, so I just want the car. I don't need the money. I just want the car. I want to be able to pick up the tab. I want to be able to give my family shit. He's not putting a price on things, you know? He just wants to be able to provide for those who aren't able to provide. Or not provide, but not able to do the things that he has the ability to do. Keep it going.
I believe her biggest fear is I get rich and fill a nail bag. She think I'm next to be a rich nigga. 88 Benz with grain switching lanes. Pick up every tab, flying first class on planes. Get my family shit they never had. Buy my wife her first Chanel bag. She think I'm next to be a rich nigga. I believe her biggest fear is I get rich and feel like I no longer need you. I'm scared I won't wreck.
So already, y'all, let's see. It's been 7 minutes. I'm not even a minute in. So if you're not here for this type of conversation, you can go ahead and find another video, or you can click on the link that I'm going to put in here below and watch the video yourself. We're here to talk about this. What did he just say? He said, after I buy my wife her first Chanel bag, he said, she thinks I'm next to be a rich nigga. And I believe her. The biggest fear is I get rich and feel like God no longer needs you. Ooh-hoo! So let's break that down. My girl thinks I'm next to be rich. That is the beautifulest thing ever for a woman to be by your side when you're down bad, because you know when you come up, she already appreciates you for you and not what you have. But not only is she by your side, she has the belief and is probably instilling that in you, because he said he believes her that he's next to be rich. So he didn't want this. You know, he's not fiending for this money and all this, but his girl is obviously wants the best for him and is telling him, I believe that you're up, that you're going to be next. And that in itself is the most motivation that somebody can get. And then he said, biggest fear is I get rich and like God no longer. I don't even need to go deep in. We already know that one, right? You get money and feel like you no longer need to pray because you got what you prayed for. But that's when you need to pray the most, because that's when your spirit and your mental choices are tested. People who do drugs and sell, let's not even go. People who get into all of these negative things in life and then get money, but never stop doing the negative things, all that money is doing is multiplying that negativity. So it's important for when you get rich to remember where you came from and know what this money, like, why did you want this money in the first place? Keep that in your head. Don't think, oh, I have $1 million and I do whatever. No, think about what you did when you didn't have $1 million, what you needed, what you wanted to do once you got that $1 million. You need to write it down. You need to put it in a song like this, then do it. But just find a way, you know? Don't lose yourself. Let's keep it moving.
recognize my blessings. Stop living life within
Go
the
back.
picture. Feel like I no longer need you. I'm scared I won't recognize my blessings. Stop living life within abundance. Tighten my grip on all of my possessions. Should it come
Just
with
said
that? The
all of
bottom
that.
of the fall is that with everything I got, I don't give back to none of y'all. Due to my ambitions, I face contradictions.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just tripping. Lately I've been feeling I want everything to change,
Okay.
but want everything to stay the same.
Woo! So we let that one ride a little bit just because he kind of talked on. He kind of just further explained the things that we already discussed. But what did he say at the end? He brought the title into his verse. And not only did he just do that, but he has now set the premise of the song. So he said, let's read through these lyrics. The bottom of the fall is that with everything I got, I don't get back to none of y'all. Due to my ambitions, I face contradictions. So he's saying himself, contradictions is something that he faces. But I'm going to take it further, say this is something that we all want. He said, maybe I'm tripping, but lately I've been feeling I want everything to change, but want everything to stay the same. Take a break. Think. What does that mean? I want everything to change, but want everything to stay the same? That just screams, what the fuck? But it makes so much sense at the same time. He wants to be as humble and as mentally smart and aware that he is now. But at the same time, he wants to be rich and a millionaire so that he can do things for his family, do things for his girl, and just live a more calm life. You know, money is everything in the world. It shouldn't be, but it is. You know, you need money to be able to thrive and live happily. You don't have money, and you're just fighting harder than everybody else. And that in itself might not make you near as happy as it could be. So, damn, right? Damn. Move forward.
Started with a vision, but it met conditions.
Go back. We don't want to miss nothing.
Started with a vision, but it met conditions. God gave me the wisdom to make good decisions, cause I'm welcoming the change. Just hope the best of me could still remain. Truth, I've been fucking bitches, dreaming of goddesses.
Let's stop that real quick before he gets into his shit. So he finished off his verse right here at the end. God give me the wisdom to make good decisions, because I'm welcoming the change. Just hope the best of me can still remain. So all he did here was just further solidify his decision of, I want everything to change, but yet stay the same. And to do so, I'm going to keep God in my heart and in my mind to help me make decisions in life. And hopefully, because all we can do in this world is hope. Nothing is known. Hopefully, I can make things change, yet stay the same. Got Mr. Roz hopping in here. What did he start off with? Let's not even talk about it. Let's hear him say it again.
Truth, I've been fucking bitches, dreaming of goddesses. I fear commitment. I think my problem is I don't want to lose, don't want to fail. Make it hard to choose, make it hard to tell.
Already. Just beautiful poetry. Let's take a moment out of the day to say that. That is beautiful poetry. So he came in saying, I've been fucking bitches, which already sounds cliche because we all talk about rap, is talking about womanization and just toxic masculinity. Then he says dreaming of goddesses. So that's that line is contradiction. Why did you call them bitches and then call them goddesses? And that just already shows he's confused. He said, I fear commitment. I think my problem is that I don't want to lose. I don't want to fail. It makes it hard to choose and it makes it hard to tell. He's saying nothing that we haven't all thought before. When you were single, I'm saying you were single because I'm currently not single, but we've all been there in our life. When we fear commitment, you know, it's scary to give yourself, to be vulnerable and give your heart to somebody. Because once you give that away, they have full ability to stomp that in the ground or really respect it and help nurture your soul. And when I say nurture your soul, I hope you understand what that means. This doesn't mean kissing you and giving you lust. They nurture your soul and help you learn and grow. That's a really vulnerable position. I'm going to say that as someone who's in a relationship now. It's not easy, but it's the best thing in the world, goddamn. I grow every day because of my partner. She's the best. I'm not even going to dig into that. You're going to get me in my feelings. Oh, my God. Let's keep it going.
really mine? Don't want to fail. Make it hard to choose. Make it hard to tell. Who really minds? Is there someone better? Always someone better. I can search forever. I may find you never. I fear that. Pray God hear that. Trying to steer clear that. Make it.
Y'all, I'm so sorry. I just have to keep pausing because the man just keeps spitting. God damn. Okay, so let's say what he said. He said, who really minds? Is there someone better? I can search forever. I may find you never. That is a scary thought. To be single, and he's a grown man. Let's not play around. He's a grown man. Look at this man. He's probably over 25. That is not old at all. But the older you get, the pickings get slimmer, you know? Because not everybody, but most of the good people have already took that time and found somebody. And when I say most, don't ever think that I mean you're single and you're not good anymore if you're older. I just can already recognize that has to be hard to be grown and really find somebody who really likes you. We're all, as we get older, our life just keeps going and we just carry on more baggage, whether it be kids, whether it be debt, whether it be family loss and making you unable to open up. There's just so much that can go on through life, and the older you get, inevitable for it to happen. Like that word. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Always someone better. I can search forever. I may find you never. I fear that. To say I fear that, so vulnerable. You don't hear. I'm trying to think right now, like what rappers are on the track talking about what they fear. And no, it's not some pussy shit. I'm scared of this and that. I'm scared of some real shit. I'm scared of never finding love. Let's keep going.
Right, then right again. Spit, search forever. I may find you never. I fear that. Pray God hear that. Trying to steer clear that. Make it right, then right again. Spit, then right again. Music love me. I love music. Where would you fit in? Would you tell me leave when it's time to go? Or would you tell me stay, knowing what my purpose holds? That's a perfect hold.
Woo! More bars to explain. Not explain, but just talk, y'all. We're here to talk. Excuse me. So he said, make it right, then right again. Spit the right again. That's playing work on right. He said, I make it right, then right again. Obviously, make it right from wrong, decisions. And he's gonna put whatever his life is into the music, what a good artist does. Not much to break down there. Music, love me, I love music. Where would you fit? That line right there fits all the other lines he said into. Where would you fit in? He loves music. This is what he does. He probably wakes up, does some exercises, and then does some vocal exercises, and then hops in the booth. He hops on his notepad and starts working on music because this is his career. This is what he wants to do. So this balance of I want to find love and find somebody who I can invest my time into, but at the same time, I want to be able to hone in on my music and not forget my craft. That's another contradiction because he wants both. And sometimes, what do they say? You can't have your cake and eat it too. And yeah, you can, obviously, people who are in relationships with music. But that's just something that we hear from them a lot. Music and having a family, or not music, having a career and having a family, a balanced struggle. Because you need to choose, where does this stop so I can put time into this? Where does this stop so I can do this? Just a balance and a struggle all in itself. Anything else that we need to talk about right here? Music, love me. Where would you fit in? Would you tell me leave when it's time to go? Or would you tell me stay? Folks, that's just a reiteration of what I just said. Are you going to tell me to get out the studio when I've been there all night and I'm working on an album? Or are you going to tell me to stay and that album? Hey, eventually, food on our table. Who knows? What are you going to do? How am I going to, what if you do the wrong thing? And we're not wrong as in you choose what's wrong. But what if I don't agree with you telling me to stay? What then? Do I just give up on my beliefs and say, no, she knows what's better? Or do I fight back and say, no, I need to do this? And that whole situation right there can just be a big issue. Keep it moving.
Knowing what my purpose holds, that's a perfect whole. That's the perfect trap. Feeling so in love, but yet your love can hold me back. Hold you in my arms as resentment forms. And that shit the norm, but I can't cope with that. So I've been fucking bitches. Dreaming of goddesses, I fear commitment. We know my problem is I don't.
Woo! He brought it back on us, y'all. So he said, feeling so in love, but let your love could hold me back. We just explained that, you know, what is the balance between choosing this or that? Hold you in my arms as resentment arms. That is poetic and scary. Imagine somebody holding you in their arms, thinking about how much they love you, but at the same time thinking like, damn, this love is holding back my. You know, what can you say to that? What can you say to that? And that shit the norm, but I can't cope with that. So I've been fucking bitches, dreaming of goddesses. So what he just did here is bring up his first line, obviously. He gave him more meaning. Not only did he do that, he said, I fear commitment. We know my problem is. At first he said, I think my problem is. Now that he's done a little bit of talking and gone into thought, which is that's what most situations just deeper thought. He finally figured out what my problem is and how he's speaking it. And the first step to fixing any problem is going to be speaking on it. So he said, now we know my problem is. Sure, he's gonna goddamn say same issues. He said, I don't want to lose, don't want to fail, hard to choose, hard to tell. So first he was thinking that the issue is this. Now he knows it is. Just speaking it into, which is the most mature thing you can do in this situation. First step.
Problem is I don't want to lose, don't want to fail. Make it hard to choose, make it hard to tell. My parents' love, that's hard to find. It didn't work. Now my father time, my mother's nature, that shit in my nature. If it never work, I stick to work and I'll be fine.
See, I'm not gonna go too long on this because I already know, like, you probably he's spitting after every line, and I am spitting. I'm spitting off his spit, so it's just a spit session. But he said, and that shit the norm, but I can't cope with that. So I've been fucking bitches. Oh, I went back, y'all. But he said, make it hard to choose, make it hard to tell. My parents' love, that's hard to find. And that is true. Parents' love is hard to find. You see your parents and you think of perfect. Like, yeah, I grew up and my parents were together. This isn't everybody. But I grew up with my stepdad and they grew up together. Like, I grew older and my parents stayed together. So I already have this pre-thought in the word I was looking for. That pre-thought in my mind of what love is, and I think of my parents, and yeah, I'm sure they probably went through shit, probably fought back and forth over same issues that he's talking about, but I didn't see that. So that really just, as I grow, that helps nurture what my aspect of. And if you didn't have two people in the household, then who's to say you don't have a warped perception for the relationship? That my mother's nature, now my father time. Now I can't go into exactly what he means there, but let's first point out the wordplay. Obviously, mother nature, father time are two well-known things. But my mother's nature, I believe his father may have went to jail, and I'm wrong. Tell me that. But it says father's time, and I want to hear father in time as a minority. We know black men get put in jail a lot. So black sons are left without fathers. So my mother's nature, my father's time. My father's in jail all the time. My father's away all the time, whether it's jail, work, doing the grind, the hustle, all of that. My mother may grow spite out of that, even though he's doing what needs to be done in his behalf. My mother might be thinking, oh, and then doing what fully should be done, and maybe implementing that into me. So now I have a different perspective of what it means, or what a man should do, or what a mom should do. It's just all a cycle, you know. Hurt people are hurt people. I'm not gonna go too much farther into that. Lost it there, but yeah, man, some real shit he's speaking. Real shit he's speaking.
If it never work, I stick to work and I'll be fine. Love been on my brain, something to attain. I want everything to change and yet stay the same.
We're gonna go too far into that, but obviously he just play back into the line. Everything to change, but yet stay the same. Now we have two different ropes of it. First man said, I'm having a problem with money. I don't know. I want more money, but I don't want to be a rich asshole. Now he's coming in saying, I want a woman in my life, but I don't want to lose my passion for music or have to sacrifice. So these are just two levels of contradictions. They want everything to change, but yes, they keep it moving.
As I look into the night sky,
Yeah.
staring at God freckles,
Yeah.
I wonder who I am if I'm really him in a vessel.
Right.
Ask him if I'll make it, he answer back with a bar.
Yeah.
There's enough space for everybody to be a star.
So look, everybody who knows Coach Contra know, first off, all four of them are heat. And this is just a light word. You know, they're not doing no bar, metaphor, simile, wordplay shit. They're just all speaking their truth. But even in that instance, they some real. So Eric Jamal is probably one of the fan favorites, but I like real. But he said, as I look into the night sky, staring at God Freckles. First off, what do you think when you hear God Freckles? God and Freckles? Are we not thinking Morgan Freeman? And if you're not thinking that, have you seen God Almighty, Bruce Almighty? You felt like you didn't even need to correct when I said God Almighty. Go watch Bruce Almighty again, because that is just a beautiful movie and a beautiful line. Poetry art. I wonder who I am if I'm. Asked him if I make it. He got with bar. Enough space for everybody to be. So, talk about it. This is obviously a religious theme that he did about God, which people feel is such a scary thing to talk on, but it doesn't need to be. You know, everybody believes in something, and that's all it needs to be. No, nobody knows anything like that. So for you to believe in something, he said, God answered back with the bar, saying, enough space for everybody to be. And he also said, if I'm really him. So there's a belief that God is in you, and so is the devil. I'm not sure if he's that far, but there are two spirits that control your decisions. You know, God and Satan. Obviously, it gets deeper than that, but these are just two words that have been to bring these entities into just one subject. So for him to say, if I'm really him in the vessel, people might find that, oh, God, but he thinks everybody's a God. And further reiterates by saying there's enough space for us all to be a star. So star obviously not God like he is, just common sense. He's saying we are all gods, we are all stars. That is just a mindset that not enough people have. That seems so common, right? Why are we not all equal? Why are we not all special? Why? Why? That's contradiction already. Keep it moving. We on 27 minutes, y'all. We're gonna try. We're halfway through. If this is an hour long, I don't goddamn care, because I love reaction videos where people take the time to talk about what needs to be talked about.
A star under Murphy's law. If it can, it'll go wrong. There's enough space for him if I'm really him in a vessel. Ask him if I'll make it. He answer back with a bar. There's enough space for everybody to be a star. Under Murphy's law, if it can, it'll go wrong. I wonder if that's true. If it is, I should be gone. Coming from where I'm from, we don't really make it this far. So before I'm called, let me get this off. I just gotta say thank you.
It's like there's so much I want to say, but god damn, so inspirational. He said, come on where I'm from. Now let's go back. He said, under Murphy's law, if you can, it'll go wrong. Common sense. It's something that can happen. It's most likely going to happen sooner or later. Coming where I'm from, we don't really make it this far. So before, I wonder if that's true. It is. I should be gone. Coming where I'm from, we don't really. I'm called. I just got to say thank you. And that is not any wordplay. It is nothing crazy, but it is just so humble to hear someone of such intelligence just take the time to simply say thank you. Be alive. Not enough people do that. I have a group of positive friends. I truly believe they all have positive. But are we all out here saying thank you? Are we waking up and doing life for another day? Are we all happy to be here? I hope so. Like, yeah, life is fucked, but every day we live is a chance to make it better. So we have to say thank you for the opportunity.
For the times I felt I was worthless, would question if life was worth it. I know that nobody's perfect, but damn, is this even working? You came and gave me a purpose and taught me to have discernment. Let wisdom stand by my side. Temperance.
He's spitting. I'm not going to go into crazy bars and say all he said because everything is self-explanatory. But if you're not feeling what he's saying, you really need to just find some peace. Find some peace. Taught me to have discernment. I can't even sit here and say what the dictionary definition, but I just know these are all moralistic views on just being a good person and loving, spreading that love.
Discernment, let wisdom stand by my side. Temperance, always guide myself to my inner child. A place where I feel divine. You put me inside a tribe on a quest to save many lives.
Bar, Tribe Called Quest. That's the bar. There's 4 of them.
Bless me up with a bride. Place where I feel divine. You put me inside a tribe on a quest to save many lives. Bless me up with a bride, so allow me to take this time to simply say thank you.
Beautiful.
I can't believe.
Beautiful. Take this time to say thank you. He said, "You blessed me with a bride." That's beautiful. To find a partner in life, whatever your orientation is, whatever your whoever you choose to have in life. Let's just do that. Whoever you choose to have in life, if you're able to choose them and feel confident in their spirituality and morality to match yours and know that you can grow and learn together, how can you not say thank you? I thank Lord, whoever is pulling these strings, I thank him for my partner. I just don't know where I'd be without her, though.
Ride, so allow me to take this time to simply say
Thank you.
I can't believe you my partner. You really do solve my problems. We laugh like we Gina Martin. I have to give you your flowers and always tend to your garden. You really should thank my father. I want to say thank you.
Another beautiful bar. We're not going to go into that. He's obviously talking about his partner, solving problems, laughing like Gina Martin, giving your flowers, tend to your garden. Beautiful wordplay and just beautiful poetry. Beautiful poetry. Thank you.
While you alive and can't hear the song, I'm sorry that mommy gone. I'm sorry I'm far from home. I'm hurt that you all alone. Promise it won't be long. I know you strong. Since the day I was born, been teaching me right from wrong. Down 3,000 miles away and I'm on my own. Some people just complain. Me, I just catch a plane. Dang, I want everything to change.
But yes, stay the same. Eesh. So we're not gonna go into he didn't say anything crazy right there, but and I don't know specifically who he's talking to. So you know this last part, who he's talking to you saying, "I'm sorry that mommy's gone. Sorry I'm far from home." Obviously, I don't know Eric Jamal's background, but it sounds like he's talking to a family member, saying, "I know you strong." And that's just a beautiful line right there to say, "I know you." Cut it off. Sound like you're starting another sentence or you're restarting what you said. Say, "I know you strong," but really those are just 2 separate sentences. He's saying, "I know you," and "I know you're strong." Just beautiful, beautiful writing. He says, "Some people just complain. Me, I just catch a plane." Some people complain. They say, "Oh, I can't see my family. Oh, I can't do this, that." He just catches it. Like, he might have to stress later about how he got that plane, but he's just going to go ahead and catch it and go see his fam. Do whatever needs to be done. We're only here for now, y'all. Like, nowhere is promised. We're not promised the next 5 years. We're not promised the next 5 hours. So if you have the time to spread that love and positivity, impact somebody in a grateful way, then do it now. Do it now. Take the time to simply say, thank you. Thank you. Yeesh. All right, y'all. We're 34 minutes in. Let's get through this last verse, but it's going to be hard. Man, Rio. My fave out the group. And also, let me take this time to say, anybody who's still here and is still listening, thank you. Because, I mean, I know this video is long. I hope that you find out of it what I have found in other reactors. When they take the time to make a 40-minute video talking about a 5 minute and 48-second song, I like to click on those videos because I see that he took the time to really talk about whatever the video was about. Like a lot of reaction channels are what they are. The reactions. Listen to it and they're like, that was hard, that was hard. And that is cool. But sometimes I want to hear you talk about it. I liked that song so much. I want to hear you talk more than just that was cool, that was nice. I want to hear what you got from that. You might not need to break it down, but I don't know your background, so I might want to hear what you got out of that. You know more than me, you know less than me. Who knows? Share your words. Put that out there, because I promise you, in a year, shit, maybe even 2 months from now, I'm gonna watch this video back recording. That's what, and I'm gonna be like, good shit, Nate. You took the time to talk about something positive. Yeah, we've been here maybe 40 minutes now after I add on a little edit. But I'm gonna be like, yeah, bro, you took the time to make a goddamn maybe hour-long video just to talk about this one song. Yeah, I didn't do shit but promote positivity throughout it. I'll sit here all day, talk to y'all about some positive shit. As long as I have content to work off of. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. And I hope you don't think that's what I'm doing now. I really just want to take the time to explain. Simply say, thank you. All right, let's keep it moving up. Rio Los. Click on.
So I pray I never see the day I'll say I used to know her. You held me down when I was low before the coast blowed up. Before they put my name in lights, before we went up on the price. I knew you always treasured my love. Even when my pockets was tight, I never...
So he's already spitting, obviously. And like I said earlier, these aren't crazy bars. This is all just real shit. And yeah, you might think it's simple and boring, but as a grown person with moralities and hearing so much music of BS and, oh, I'm going to get this girl, I'm going to take his girl, just toxicity. I'm going to say toxicity, y'all. Toxicity. To hear something different is obviously, I mean, we say a bar. To hear this type of music is contradictive. But yeah, man, it's just beautiful shit to hear. So I just got to keep going. So I pray I'll never see the day I'll say I used to know her. I pray. That's something I pray. I'm emotional. I even try to break it down. He's obviously saying he loves somebody or something so much that he has in his life. You held me down when I was low before they blowed up. Before they put my name in lights. My love, even when my pockets was tight. So he could definitely be talking about a girl here, but I like to think, and I'm sure he wrote it like this, so everybody can like to think different shit. Tell your opinion in the comments if you know. But I think he's talking about music. He doesn't want to lose music, obviously. To save the day he used to know her. Held me down before the coast blowed up, before they put my name in lights. All of that can apply to music as well. Just his career. Music is coping for people. He's putting, obviously we've heard these other lines, people take their pain and they put it into songs. They're either going to take that pain and breed something toxic out of it. Some people like that and they'll push that out. Like certain artists, they're big as hell. Some of the biggest artists in the world, big as hell, off of toxicity. And it's cool, but can you respect that, really? I'm not going to say any artist's name, but can you respect a lot of these rappers' lifestyle? They're just talking about BS. They're just trying to sell shit, which is cool. We're all about money, but can you make money and stay true to yourself? We're getting off talking. Let's go. That's why this video is gonna be an hour.
Even when my pockets was tight, I never cared about the finer things. Just wanted you that night you had that accident. I almost died too. I don't want the world if I'm gonna lose what I got. I wasn't born with a lot. I hope my family don't change. I hope y'all treat me the same. I hope my real ones still love me. If I fall off today, I hope y'all still see the kid from the village say hey. While paparazzi block.
Like every line, I could have stopped this 3 times, maybe 5. Every time I'm saying, I want to stop it and talk about it, but we're not going to go over everything. Let's just talk about how real that is. I wasn't born with a lot. I hope my family don't change, treat me the same. Real ones still love me. See the kid from the village say, hey. Just positivity, just stability. So many illities that he's spitting here.
Fall off today. I hope y'all still see the kid from the village say hey, while paparazzi blocking every route. They all know my face. Don't want attention, just billions of dollars to renovate the slums in every third world country that don't really get named. I know the pain. I'm not.
Talk about that. Why are there still third world countries that are poor and living such disgusting? And I don't mean disgusting to be disrespectful, but compared to what our bare minimum is now, 4 walls on the roof, heated water, Wi-Fi, food in the refrigerator, all of this is basic. Like in America, if you don't have those simple things I just named, you are called poor and broke. You go to another country and you have even, I don't even want to like be offensive to any places, but we all know there are these places where they're still like sorting through garbage to find food, where they can't get clean water, or there's too many people and not enough housing. There's just so many problems. But yet we have this 1% of, I did the fact check earlier, y'all. There's over 50, when we say the 1% of the world who are rich, that is 56 million people. Fact checking now. Look, it might be more, it might be a little less. But to even say 25 million people, which is a shit ton of people, to even say that many people have more money than the rest of the world, man, what in the evil monstrosity has becometh of the world? And yes, I said becometh, because I am truly perplexed. Truly perplexed.
Dollars to renovate the slums in every third world country
Yes,
that
sir.
don't really get named. I know the pain, I'm not ashamed to make me who I am today. There's not a thing that I would change.
Okay.
If I could have this shit my way, the only things I would have changed is being broke, losing hope, feeling anxious of failing myself when I can't write a quote, stressing for hours trying to start with the right vowel and flow. In fact, my people been broke for as long I can recall the fact I can't see my brother.
Woo! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Take a hit for that. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. This man just said, find it, let me find it. Only thing that I would have changed out of all of this is being broke. And we obviously know why, because he wants to give back, wants to renovate third world countries. But the fact that he continued on that sentence to say, in fact, my people have been broke for as long as I can recall. If you're not a minority, you don't resonate with that like a minority does. It's crazy that when I say broke, I just mean we start from nothing and we build up. We don't start with anything. To be a person of color, we don't have trust funds. We don't have land that we were promised. Into that, we don't have businesses. We were never set up in the past for our kids to be good. Our parents, they weren't set up in the way some others were set up, pass on wealth. So now we're all just having babies and passing on this cycle of not poverty, but very good chance of poverty because we don't have money or land to give to our kids. Our kids, I'm saying our kids, but most of the people in my age group, we grew up to 18 and you were lucky if you got a car. Like, you were lucky as hell if you even get a car from your. Meanwhile, some people are being born, and they already have stocks in their name. They already have land. Their family already has business. And it's just sickening. Like, why are we the ones who are living through this fucking hard-ass world, or just living this hard-ass world in this country, and we built the country? Take that as you will. We will talk more into that if that's what somebody wants to talk about. I'm not going to go as far as we're killing the time. Broke.
As long I can recall the fact I can't see my brother or hug my grandma anymore. I know heaven ain't far. I close my eyes and see it close. Wish I could take all of the pain away my mama endured. She was so pure, born into a world that poisoned her heart. I was the cure for young Milena who wanted more out of life than what a daily novella. Shows on TV but comparing lives don't make it better. I know you need me but our situation gon' get better. I realize my life won't change if I don't do the same.
Finish it off.
I want everything to change, but yet stay the same.
Everything to change, but yet stay the same.
I want everything to change, but yet stay the same.
So firstly, I'll say, y'all, we made it. Song's over. But before that, let's just talk about these last lines. Born into a world that poisoned her heart, I was the cure for young Milena. I'm guessing Milena is his mother, obviously. But born into a world that poisoned her heart. As a minority, to be born into a world and be taught as you grow up about how the world has been tainted and manipulated and turned into a rat race, and we are the bottom runner in the rat race. Like, yeah, it's a race, but some people have head starts. To be told you don't get no head start, that's poisoning. That's just poisoning. Think about yourself as a kid learning, and this is to my people, my color, my kinfolk, my skin folk. Think about when you were a kid and you first learned that black people were slaves. And if you're a person of non-color, can you even imagine what that is? To be told, hey, you're lucky you're born now, because it was 100 years ago, 200 years ago, you could have been goddamn. What do we even give the word other than slave to not sound like you're denouncing the hell out of somebody? Slave itself is terrible, but how can you make slave sound better? You can't. We just have to learn our history and be like, yeah, well, it is what it is. And then people be like, well, it didn't happen to you. It doesn't matter if it happened to me. It's my history. I look back on my timeline that I can barely even learn because of what they did. If I look back, all I'm gonna see is pain. So now I'm scared to look back. Sheesh, so much you say, y'all, but goddamn, this recording is at 47 minutes. I'm gonna add on a beginning and maybe some other stuff. So this may be an hour-long video. So if you're still here, I can't say anything more. Thank you, because I love music. Obviously, I just did all this, and this is all just so I hope if you haven't heard this song, maybe you learned something through it with me, or maybe this provoked a thought that makes you want to tell somebody else thank you, or even you just want to share the song, or even you just want to listen to the song. I hope I did something to help inspire something like that. I'm going to go ahead and stop this. I have more music to react to, probably a lot of Contra, but ultimately it's going to be music that I respect and that I want people to hear, because somebody might click on this one day just because they see me, because they see somebody reacting to it. Like, okay, I haven't heard the song, but who knows? Who knows, y'all? Like the video if you're still here. Comment, made it all the way if you made it to the end. And if you do that, I love you, and I'm gonna comment and tell you thank you, because I know this is long. Without further ado, I'm out of here, y'all. Stay tuned for more music actions. And also streaming, y'all. I'll be on Twitch. I'll be gaming. I'm very subtle and very low in the startup of it, but everything is a process, and I'm just going to trust it. So once again, thank you. Have a good day. Tell somebody you love them.